And now for the class of 2015 inductions into the Herkimer College Athletic Hall of Fame. Our first inductee this evening is Mr. Pepe Aragon. Pepe is from New Hartford. He's the head men's soccer coach, in case you didn't know. And in 1991, he's a graduate of Herkimer College. Pepe is being inducted to the Hall of Fame for his contributions as a student athlete on men's soccer team in 1989 and 90. And in 1989, he was named the first team All-Mountain Valley Conference, first team All-Region 3, first team NSCAA All East, and first team NSCAA All-America. In 1990, he was team captain, first team NJCAA All-America, first team NSCAA All East, NJCAA National All-Tournament Team, and Herkimer's Male Athlete of the Year. Pepe was nominated by Jason Palkovic. Please turn your attention to the video screen.
Just because of his accomplishments on the field, being an All-American when he was here. We all know, Pep, that he is an outstanding soccer player, but he came in as a freshman and was a leader right away.
Pep is one of the best players I've actually played with at Coliseum, and even when we practice up at the stadium there, we practice with the guys. And I know if we would have had a player like Pep on the team, we would definitely have a lot more national championships than what we have right now.
Winner. So those are characteristics that I find very Pep as a player. And greatly, I know he's being inducted as a player here at the Herkimer Athletic Hall of Fame, but a lot of those characteristics, carry over to what he's done with us for coaching now.
He is just a stellar player and just very knowledgeable about the game and very smart. Not the fastest guy out there, but he doesn't really the game like he does.
You can tell he was a special talent right away in his first year here. And I was very lucky to be able to play with him for at least 1 year. When I graded if he was a year older or a year younger, I was able to play 2 years with him, but he those are the characteristics I see that really nice on the top.
Hardworking, dedicated, knowledgeable, just, a fiery competitor and absolutely hates to lose, and he says it all the time. A lot of people say they hate to lose, but he wakes up sometime at night fearing that he only lost a regional championship or losing a national championship game. That really drives him. It's a fear of coming in second is what really separates him from everybody else.
Please join me in welcoming this is inducted, Pepe Aragon. I was worried about, thank you guys.
some of those pictures that got out there, especially the one with me with the green t-shirt and the black shorts on there. I got a stomach ache just looking for me in those black shorts that I had on there. I'd like to congratulate all the Hall of Fame inductees, as well as the past inductees who are here tonight. I'd like to thank Herkimer College for holding this great event. I've talked to several alumni that have been here for the first time, and they're so impressed how this night is so far. I'd like to thank my beautiful wife, Anastasia, who honestly thinks she's one of the assistant coaches on our staff. And I'll be honest with you guys, the reason why she's not is for your safety. I'd also like to thank my two gorgeous kids, Natalia and Pepe. Who absolutely love their 35 brothers that are on the team. You guys are all role models to the kids, and you have no idea how much you mean to them. Thank you, Anastasia, Natalia, and Pep. I'd like to thank my mom and dad, who I get my work ethic, my competitive drive, and my absolute hatred to lose. My mom flew in last night from Las Vegas to be here. I cannot thank you enough for all that you did for all 5 of us kids, Mom. She worked 7 days a week, 3 different jobs just for us to survive. And I remember you calling substitute teachers at 5 o'clock in the morning. I know you do your makeup in the car to get to your second job at the Binghamton City School District, where you work 9 to 5. And then you work 6 to 11 at the front desk of the emergency room at the hospital. And you do the same thing day after day with no complaints. You're always there for me, especially in my college, my pro years. Thank you for all the trips to Herkimer, and thank you for your 60-hour round trips to Bowling Green in Ohio for one-day games. Thank you. You're the hardest working person that I personally know, and you taught me that hard work truly pays off. Thank you, Mom. I'd like to thank my dad, who coached me from the age of 5. You're the reason that I knew at a young age that I wanted to coach for a living. He was my coach all through youth and through club. When it was time for me to move on to JV soccer, her beer bottle that just fell down there. I could use one of those after the speech. You just made me thirsty. When it was time for me to move on to JV, my dad got the JV job. When it's time for me to move on to varsity, he got the varsity job. And you guys, you think that I push you hard. You have no idea how hard that he pushed me and us as players and my teammates. He demanded that you work hard. He didn't care who your parents were or what they did for a living. He treated every kid the same. He coached average players he coached below average players to average players. He coached average players into good players and good ones into great ones. He was a huge believer in discipline and fitness. I remember one day on the way home from practice, we were in the car and I said, "Dad, I'm hungry. What's for dinner tonight?" And he said, "Dinner? What are you hungry for? You barely ran today." I remember one conditioning day in high school. He did a drill. I love this drill. You walk for 30 seconds, you jog for 30 seconds, and you sprint for 30 seconds. Someone on the street stopped him to talk to him, and it just happened to be during the 30-second sprint. And the 30 seconds turned into 60, and the 60 turned into 2 minutes. The guys on the team said, "Pop, I think your dad forgot we were sprinting. Can you say something to him?" And I said, "Hell no. I want to eat tonight." Thank you, Dad, for being so tough on me. You're one of the best coaches that I've ever played for. I'd like to thank Coach Perry Nizzi, who I played for. Did Niz make it? He should be here soon. Niz was my first coach that I played for because my dad coached me my whole life. He was like a second father to me. Until this day, I still turn to him for advice. He pushed me in the classroom. He was a great motivator. He taught me truly how to hate to lose or tie. I remember my freshman year, we played at Monroe. We were down a goal and down a player with a red card. We came from behind, tied the game 1-1, which was the final result of the game. Next day, after warming up, Niz said, off to the hills to the run. Okay, and for those who don't know the hills are behind the physical education building where the tennis courts are just below. Okay, and he said, let's go, give me 20. I looked at one of the seniors and said, what's coach's problem? I said, we came from behind, we tied the game being a man down. The senior said to me, welcome to Herkimer. We don't lose or tie here. From that moment on, I knew that I chose the right school and the right coach. I'm so grateful for Nizzy because he not only recruited me as a player, he recruited me to come here to teach and to coach. And I'd like to thank Dr. Williams for hiring me as well. But I'll never forget the day, the call to Cleveland. I was playing pro soccer in Cleveland. And he left a voicemail for me that was cut short. And it was about him. He was moving on to Hamilton College. And then the teaching and the coaching job was going to open at Herkimer. And again, I said he got cut short on the message. He called me right back and said, if you take the Herkimer job, I can guarantee you one thing. That you won't be able to go forward an answer machine where you can leave a damn message longer than 15 seconds. And then he hung up. Niz gave me the start in college. He helped me achieve my goal of playing Division I soccer, and he helped me find a job that I love that I've been doing for 18 years. He's been a role model to me since the day I met him. Thanks, Niz. Coming to Herkimer was the best decision of my life. Little did I know that as an 18-year-old, that I was going to be surrounded by coaching legends. Tom LaPuma, who was the athletic director, started the athletic program. Until this day, when we talk about family first and soccer second. He hired an unbelievable coaching staff of Perry Nizzi, Paul Wareham, Gene Galley, Sharon Howe, and God rest his soul, Jack Adolphs, all who won national championships. I love to sit in Nizzy's office every day because he shared an office with Coach Wareham and with Coach Adolphs. And I would just sit there quietly and just soak up everything that you guys talked about. Herkimer gave me my second chance in life. I didn't have the grades coming out of high school to go play Division I soccer. And it wasn't because I wasn't intelligent. It was because I didn't apply myself in high school. Herkimer was my second chance for my goal of playing Division I soccer, which I was able to do by receiving a scholarship to Bowling Green State University. Herkimer prepared me not only athletically, but academically and socially to attend a school of 22,000 students. Thousands of student athletes have come through our athletic program and moved on to great universities and earned great jobs that they have today. This is your second opportunity, these athletes that I'm talking to here. This is your second opportunity. And the great part about it is that it's in your hands what you do with it. It's how hard you work on the field. It's how hard you work in the classroom. And it's the decisions that you make socially. Take advantage of this opportunity that's in front of you. It's going to pay off. Herkimer is a special place that most of you will not know until you move on to your next school. And I just want to finish off to Dan and say I'm so proud of you in your fight with cancer. You're fighting your ass off every day. And it's your true inspiration to watch your competitive spirit. You continue to amaze me. Please join me in giving a hand to one of the best coaches I ever played for and an unbelievable father and grandfather.